What's up, everybody? Old school Tony Carter is back. Hard Knock Simp Life, Volume 2. Another simp story. Hard Knock Simp Life, Volume 2. Some years back, and I was roughly like 33. So I want to say this had to be like about a year or some months prior to me start making content, right? And when I first started making content, I wasn't, MGTOW or red pill. I was just making just like real conversation, like content or whatnot, right? Anyway, Hard Knock Simp Life Volume 2. At this job, I had met this one chick or whatever, right? And Shorty Wop, you know what I'm saying? Shorty Wop was seemingly cool or whatever though. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't, causing causing chaos and drama or whatnot and mischief on the job or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But she was cool. And one of my homies said that this bitch used to be a little stripper or whatnot, right? So I was like, oh, for real? Word? Because I used to date strippers and shit like 10 years prior, you know what I'm saying? I used to talk to strippers and used to, mess with them or whatnot. Never been to a strip club though, because I ain't see the point. I'd rather just dig them out right, in my presence. And, I don't I'm paying for no damn lap dance shit. I'd rather hit you from the back on some fruit. Anyway, um, and I went and I told her, and I used that as my opening line. I was just like, damn, you used to be a stripper? You used to strip? And she was like, dang, who told you? Who told you? And I was just like, shit, I heard you used to strip and shit. Now, I'm not a lot of people was saying because she told other people that too. So a lot of people was like, saying like she can dance and shit or whatever. And then she was telling people she was a stripper. That's how my man's found out she was a stripper because she was telling her homegirls on the job or whatever, her little colleagues or whatever, she was a stripper. But I came up to her and I was like, dang, you should strip. And then she was like, yeah, who told you? And I was just like, shit, I heard from my man's. My man said he was hearing. And she was like, dang, they be talking up here. He. And she, she just started working there or whatever, right? And I was like, well, shit, I want to see you got some pictures of you when you was in some stripper like outfits or whatever. And she was like, yeah, I do. And then she showed me some pictures of her or whatever, right? I still got them to this day. Shorty got a cold body and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I only mess with shorties with like that's cute with like a nice little body. She don't gotta be a 10 or a dime and all that fuck shit. She just gotta have a nice little body that can and a cute face that can get me aroused and shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I was like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. That's nice and shit. I wasn't all drooling over her or nothing. I was like, damn, that's what's up, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, shit, I want you to give me a private show. Or whatever the fuck I was saying. And she was like, he, here's my number. She gave me the number and shit, right? And I don't really take getting numbers serious and shit, because a bitch can just jot her number down. She can jot her number down and just hand it to you just to get you out her face and shit, right? But when she gave me the number, she was just like, you wanna come over? I was like, hell yeah, I wanna come over. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. But I ain't said like that. I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? She was like, well, you can come over tomorrow. I was like, word? She was like, word. So I was like, okay, cool. So we worked, whatever, whatever. And the next day was my day off. And I went over there, right? And Shorty didn't fix me a plate and all that and shit. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? First, I noticed that she had kids in the crib and shit. So I'm like, damn, yeah, she got kids and shit. So she was a couple years older than me and shit, right? You know what I'm saying? So she had to be like roughly like 35 or whatever. And she was a ex stripper rather, you know what I'm saying? But she had a couple kids in the house. Okay, bitches around my age or older, they gonna have some kids for the most part and shit, unless they lesbian or unless they can't have kids or they just don't want them or whatever. They career driven, females or whatever. But anyway, I noticed she had like I seen one kid run through, then I saw another kid run through, and then I seen she had like a fresh 2 year old. I'm like, man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, you got three of them Jones. So I'm like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So she made me something to eat. Gave me like hospitality, good hospitality and shit. So I'm like, okay, cool. And we was talking, chilling, woo woo. And, you know what I'm saying? After I got done eating and stuff, then you know what I'm saying, she pulled me to the bed and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I ain't one of those fuck on the first night type of cats. You know what I'm saying? Not no more and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I like to chill and peep off the scenario and shit before before I do something. So she pulled me in the bed and shit. Now we ain't smash out or whatever or whatever. She had asked me. She was like, "You want to smash?" Or she said, "No, no." She said, "What she say?" She was like, "Would you fuck me or some shit?" She said, "Do you want to do it to me?" Some shit like that. And I was like, "I would," you know what I'm saying, but I ain't had that in mind. You know what I'm saying. And because it was real late at night, it was like about 12:30, whatever. When I went around there and shit. And we laid in the bed. We was watching some old ass TV land programs, them old ass Andy Griffith and them old ass Three's Company shits and all that shit or whatever. So we laying. I'm eating cookies in the bed and shit or whatever. And then we fell asleep, but I was still up and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was watching TV and shit. So I'm still peeping out the scenario and shit. Then Shorty Wop had another kid come in the room and shit. So I'm like, damn, those are four Johns right there, like four kids and shit. So I'm like, damn, how many of these shits you got? You know what I'm saying? And the kid kept playing with the heater and shit, like the little space heater and shit. So I'm making sure that this motherfucker wasn't burning himself and shit. So I'm sitting up there, I'm moving the little nigga like, man, what the fuck you doing playing with that hot ass space heater? You gonna burn your damn self and shit or whatever, right? So anyway, the baby ended up falling asleep. So I ended up falling asleep or whatever and shit. Then the next morning we got up and shit, we woke up. Then all our kids came in the room and shit together and shit. Mama, mama, and all that shit, whatever. So I woke up like, what the fuck? I said, man, this motherfucker loud as shit. Still had coal in my eyes or whatnot, right? And 2 hours later, I'ma say roughly like around 8:30, 9 o'clock, the power went out. Whoosh. I'm like, damn, the fuck? So then the kids, they was like, mom, the power out, da, da, da. And she was worrying, the kids was worrying. And I'm looking like, man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't windy outside. It wasn't like heavy rain or storm or no bad winter. So it was like, because it was fall. It wasn't no snow outside and it wasn't raining. It was like a regular day. It was cold, but it was a regular day. It wasn't no wind out there, nothing. So I'm looking at her like, what the fuck? So then she told me like, oh man, my baby daddy probably must have cut the power out, and the bill was in my name. I mean the bill was in his name, and I guess because we broke up, he must have cut the power out. But I was paying the bill, and see, I'm like, the fuck is what? You know what I'm saying? So long story short, she asked me, can she use my name so she can, like, my name, so she can pay the bill through my name and shit or whatever, right? And see, I should have listened to my first instinct, right? I should have listened to my first instinct. And I'm like, nah, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Or would have made up some shit like, oh, baby, I got a high ass bill too or whatever, right? So you can't use my damn consumer's bill. But I looked at the kids and shit, you know what I'm saying? I was like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can use my name or whatever, right? So we was gonna go down to consumers, right? The consumer power. But Shorty didn't have no whip at the time. And at the time I didn't have no whip, you know what I'm saying? You know, our city's so small, you pretty much don't really necessarily need a whip. You could just get on the bus or catch your Uber or whatever, and you could just get there and back, get there and back. But if you got like little children and children and or whatever and shit, you might need a car. But me being a single man, no kids, I don't really need a car. You know what I'm saying? Unless if you got like two jobs and you want to go from this job to this job and whatever. Anyway, she called a ride, right? And it was some nigga or whatever, some dude. And we went in there. She gave us a ride to consumers or whatever, because I was gonna let her use my name to so she put this bill in my name and shit. You know what I'm saying? And her and the dude was talking and shit. I guess she knew him. I don't know if he a friend of the family or whatever. I don't think that they was like boyfriend and girlfriend. They never. There's not none of her baby daddies or nothing like that or whatever. Because he was talking to her about his relationship, and he knew who the chick was or whatever. I don't know. Thinking back on it, they probably didn't fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of caught. I think he was kind of like giving me a hint that this bitch wasn't shit, or this bitch on some bullshit, on some usury shit. Because while he was driving or whatever, he was talking about his girl to her or whatever, to my little shorty or whatever, and shit. Cause I was in the back seat, and he was saying some shit like, while he was giving us a ride to consumers, he was saying some shit like, he was like, man, no, I don't trust these bitches. These bitches ain't shit. They'll use you. And the way he was saying it, like he was trying to convey that message to me. Cause the way he was saying it, like, nah, I don't trust these chicks. These chicks, man, they be on some user shit though, man. You know what I'm saying? They while he was driving, he was like, these chicks gonna be on some user shit, man. They be trying to use dudes or whatever, right? And she kind of had her head down. Not her head down, but she was kind of like silent and kind of like, she wasn't looking at him or nothing, or she was just like kind of silent or whatever. And the way his tone of voice kind of changed. And I pick up on shit like that. So I'm thinking like, was he trying to tell me something? But see, I was so blind, and I was so stuck on how this bitch looked and shit. I didn't pick up on the signs. I picked up on them, but I didn't act on it. I'm thinking like, oh man, it probably ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So we went down there. Long story short, we went down there, put the bill in my name or whatever, da da da. She was paying on it, this, that, and the third, right? These motherfuckers calling me, asking me about payment plans and this, that, and the third, and da 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 da. And I'm thinking like, man, I gotta call these people and this bitch, you do this shit. You know what I'm saying? You just using my name just so you can pay, so you can pay pay your bill, so you can, you know what I'm saying? Cause I guess your shit high or whatever. So why do I gotta talk to these people? Oh, tell them this, tell them that, tell them this. My simp ass, I was so intrigued by how this bitch looked. Key word, that I'm sitting up there, I'm doing this bitch life, her job, shit that she should be doing herself and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like, man, look, I'm tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I told her about that shit. I said, man, you gotta talk to these people, man. Or whatever. Oh my God. Hard knock simp life, man. Um, and then let's just say, like, fast forward a month later or whatever, these motherfuckers calling me. And they like, well, sir, you ain't paid you or sir, you owe this, that, and third, da 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 da. I'm like, huh? I'm like, well, I don't owe shit. You know what I'm saying? So then they telling me that, you know what I'm saying, this bill due, this ain't been paid or whatever, whatever. So I called up Shorty and I said, hey, they telling me that you ain't paying woo 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 woo. Da 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 that ain't been paid. He was like, I am paying it. I don't know what they talking about. It must be a mistake. This, that, and the third. So I'm like, whatever, cool. So I'm jumping through. It's a long ass storyline, but I'm jumping through different storylines. I'm not trying to drag this video out too long. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting to the point. Anyway, they keep calling me. They keep calling me. They telling me like, hey, yo, you not paying this bill, sir. Da 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 da, or whatever, whatever. So I had to. It went to collections and shit, or whatever. So it went on my. It went on. You know what I'm saying? Went on the record or whatever. So I was like, I guess she owed like $1,200 or whatever. So I kept telling her, I said, what's up with this? They told me some I owe 1,200. You sure you been paying the bill? Yeah, yeah, I've been paying the bill. Da da da. Long story short, man, guys, I'm telling these simp stories to say, come to find out the bitch wasn't paying shit. She paid like about one or two bills, and then she just let that shit ran up. But see, me being a simp, liking the way this bitch look, liking the way how her body is, how her lips was, and her skin complexion, all that shit, right? All that simp shit, I had to pay back $1,200, nearly $1,200 back. Had to go, had to go in my pocket, pay that shit. Dealing with this damn bum ass bitch. You feel me? Feeling sorry, feeling sorry for this bitch kids and shit. Her kids worrying and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, what happened, mom? What happened? And all that shit, right? Trying to be nice, trying to be helpful, thinking, oh, I'm dealing with this chick. It's no problem. I'll help out a little bit. Woo woo woo. Man, that shit don't work, man. You gotta let them motherfuckers fold, man. And I can put out like about 7, 8 motherfucking videos just about this one little bitch here, right? How the bitch try to fight me over a Lucy because I wouldn't buy her a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? A single cigarette. You know what I'm saying? Call them Lucy's and shit, right? She wanted to fight me over that. She wanted me to buy her. She got food cooked at the crib and shit. She wanted me to just to buy her fast food and shit. I had to. It was motherfuckers. Oh my god, bro! It was motherfuckers in the Coney Island, right? In the Coney Island and shit. You know what I'm saying? In a restaurant, we call them in Michigan. We call them Coney Islands and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what region, wherever y'all from. We call them Coney Islands and shit, though. You know what I'm saying? So we was in the Coney Island and shit in the restaurant, and when they saw her, they was like, no, 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 you gotta get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? The Arab dude, and then a couple of white chicks was telling her, no, you gotta get out of here. You gotta get out of here. And I'm looking at her like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? She was like, they was like, you ain't paid, you ain't paid. Go on, get up out of here. You gotta pay before you. And then I'm looking at her like, what the fuck they talking about? She owe us money. She owe us money. Da da da. She didn't pay for her meal. She got her meal and ran and just ran out. So I asked her, I said, what's going on? And then she was like, they lying, they lying, they lying. And she get mad, want to fight, telling her, man, bring your white ass. I'll beat your ass, bitch. And I beat that Arab motherfucker. I'm like, man, hey, chill, shorty, go on with that. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, come on, come on. Let's go. I said, nah. So I sit back and I told them, I said, how much she owe you? They was like, she owe us 21 something, 17, 19, whatever and shit. So I was gonna kick out the cash. And she was like, no, no, you gotta don't pay them, da 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 da. You pay them, you're gonna walk home. I was like, well, fuck it. I'll just stay down. I don't stay that long. It's gonna take me about like 30, 40 minutes to walk home. I'll walk home. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'll go ahead and, by me being an honorable dude, I was like, went on and kicked the cash in. I said, that's what she owe you, right? So y'all good. He was like, yeah, but I don't know if she gonna come in this store again. We may not serve her again. And I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So I went on, walked out or whatever. Cause at this time she had like her sister car or whatever. So the bitch drove to another Coney Island and shit. And I'm just looking at her. I just looked away from her. I'm like this. She's like, what, you mad? What, you disappointed? You mad? I don't give a fuck. And I'm looking at her like, look, man, shut the fuck up talking to me, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad as hell, man. Embarrassing me, making me look like a goofy. Embarrassing me and shit. Motherfuckers looking at me like, damn, nigga, get your bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, man, it's all kinds of different stories, though, man. But I ain't trying to drag this shit on, man. I know this is probably one of my longest videos and shit. This is a record and shit. But yeah, man. Hard Knock Simp Life Volume 2, man. Volume 3 on his way, man. Old school out, man.